Keep it simple and just mow.
Alright, so I had a new pool installed, and during that process I've had to tear out my old lawn and put in the new lawn. And as you know, I have new sod, and with new sod you don't want to do too much to it, especially during the first year. But these bumps and divots were really driving me crazy, and I really had to do some sand leveling. So I'm pushing it to the limit and going to sand level this year. Normally I go very heavy. I usually go about 1 cubic yard per 1,000 square foot, sometimes 1.5 cubic yards per 1,000 square foot. But because it's new sod, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. I'm going roughly about 1 cubic yard per 2,000 square foot. So I ordered 3 bags of the fine leveling sand that the golf courses use. I had the option to have the sand delivered and dumped directly on my driveway, but I opted for the choice of having it delivered in the bags, and with the bags you get the cleaner look. You don't have to worry about the huge mess in your driveway, and you can pretty much take your time. You're not in a rush to get the sand out due to any type of inclement weather. So first things first, you want to cut the lawn down. Go as low as you can go. With the McLean reel mower, I went down to roughly about 0.35 inches if I measured it correctly, but this was the lowest I can go. After I did the scalp, I put the sand out using just a shovel and the wheelbarrow. My goal was to put out 1 bag at a time. Using the wheelbarrow, I moved the sand into position and dumped it into different piles. Once I'd had everything dumped in piles, I used a regular landscaping rake to knock the piles down the best I can, and then I went over it with the leveling rake. And I pretty much did the same thing for the rest of the yard. Besides half the backyard, I also did the sides and the front yard. After everything was done, I went ahead and fertilized. Then the most important step was to water it in. I watered every day. For the first 2-3 days, I watered twice a day. And then after that, I tried to water once a day. But fortunately, I had Mother Nature come in and dumped a good amount of rain. All right, not bad for new sod. One of the things I'm noticing with Celebration Bermuda, it's not growing as fast as my common Bermuda. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. I'm not sure if this is normal or because I have new sod that's not growing that fast. Anybody with Celebration Bermuda, you can tell me how your Bermuda is growing. Is it growing very fast, very aggressively? Or maybe it hasn't been hot enough here. This is actually the first week we've had 90+ degrees all week long. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to give it some time to grow in, and definitely going to have to do this again at another time, preferably next year. If you look at the lawn, you notice I still have some spots I'm dealing with. There's some spots that's actually slow to come in, but it's coming in. It's Bermuda. Bermuda will spread, so eventually it will fill in. But because it's new sod, it's not as thick and lush as my common Bermuda was, because my common was established. So the first year is a little bit rough, but hopefully moving forward it'll get better.